Okay, you can stop ranting now. So, well, my reminder that was supposed to tell me. Oh God, oh, I sound like my mother. Make that stop. I sound like my mother. So we're not going to rant about that. Instead, I'm going to talk about the shitty weekend that I've had. Um, well, obviously, I was out to breakfast with you, Sarah, when I got the alert from the county or from the state police scanner, and I was listening to that happening live as it was going down, and that was rough. Um, and sitting in the Pittsburgh First chat, was listening to everybody talk about how horrible it was and all the changes that need to be made, and how we can't. Nobody wants to live in a world where this hate exists. So I think I was telling you this last night. That was when I just was like, okay, let's stop talking about how horrible this is and let's fucking do something about it. So that was what made me decide to start raising the money for the Tree of Life. and I'm happy to say that the Pittsburgh Firs came through.
I donated $5 for it.
I said, you put us over 100, you put us over 200, and when I left bowling last night, we had crossed 500. And more money has come in today. Got yarn stuck in my toes. More money came in today, so I'm keeping the PayPal open all week for anybody who's waiting for payday or whatever to donate. But we're not done. So then I go to bowling, because bowling and money. It was great, and bowling, and it was a fun time. I come home, and I go to bed for like 3-4 hours. And I got up 4:30 because I had to go to work. And I get to work 5:45 on my day off. You'll be there for 15-20 minutes. In and out. So I'm waiting, and I'm waiting, and I'm waiting. And I don't get the phone call that things are going on, and I'm waiting. Finally, at 8 o'clock, I text the lady. I'm like, hey, I'm going home. I can't stay awake anymore. There is somebody who can complete this test, but I gotta go. She's like, oh, I left you a voicemail. Test was canceled. So I get home at almost 9 o'clock. Fall back into bed. And my roommate calls. He's prattling on about the things he has to do today. That's nice, I'm sleeping. Oh, well, I didn't know that. I'm going back to bed. But Morgan. And I hung up on him. And I fell back asleep. And I slept for maybe an hour when Sarah wakes up. Starts talking to me, and I'm like, what are we going to do for lunch? Blah, blah, blah. We decided what we're... Wake me up at 10:45. Let me sleep more. I have had, like, no sleep this weekend. So exhausted. And, working on the Rapalfa blanket right now. Because on YouTube, I can't work on Christmas presents.
Ah.
Because people I'm making Christmas presents for might stumble onto my YouTube channel. So I don't need them seeing their gifts. But I've definitely been up here every night watching all sorts of weird crap on YouTube. And working away at the Christmas gifts. But that's pretty much been my weekend. And then I tried to stream on Wednesday, and my camera wouldn't work. OBS couldn't connect to my camera. YouTube couldn't connect to my camera. I just tried to straight up open the webcam on the computer, and it wouldn't load. It's like, nope, I can't talk to your camera. Fine, I'm gonna buy a new camera. I'm shopping. Found some on Amazon that look okay. Like $30 cameras. They're not gonna be wonderful, but they're something. So I restarted my computer today. And apparently my camera works again. You're just gonna sit there and laugh at me. You know you can talk.
Okay.
I'm just thinking to myself, a Nikon camera would have done me justice.
The camera works now.
I was saying when
and
you
it's
were looking,
built into a laptop.
I was saying when you were looking for cameras, a Nikon would have
I
done
was
me
actually looking at a
justice.
Logitech.
Logitech's not bad.
No, they're a pretty decent brand.
I was gonna say because people use like legitimate Nikon cameras and record with a tripod, and they use similar software.
Well, it needs to be something that has a microphone.
It has a microphone. Some of the Nikon cameras do that.
I do want to get a better camera. But before I get a better camera, stay out of the camera. Come look at this. I would like better camera and better lighting.
Yeah.
Because my shirt's not black.
No. No, it's not.
I swear last time I did this, I had better color.
With the lighting and everything, it looks like some interrogation video.
It does.
But I need to get better lighting in here.
I swear that I am up to no good, officer.
Yes. I solemnly swear that I'm up to no good.
I don't know. It's from Harry Potter.
Why are you dating him?
I just asked myself that mentally.
Why have I not disowned you yet? You
don't know.
You don't know about the 5th of November. You don't know your Harry Potter.
I just gave him a wand.
I just watched the movie.
Read the book!
I have all of the books. You're going to sit and you're going to read them.
It'll take you like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
They're children's books.
Are you going to disown me now?
If you don't read the books, I will.
Oh, I didn't know that the love was conditional.
Well!
I am no Hufflepuff.
I am not a Hufflepuff.
I absolutely expect you to educate yourself.
Ravenclaw.
Look at my computer.
Actually, believe it or not, when we were talking about houses, that's what I am.
Did you take the test? I feel like he would honestly, I feel like he would be a Hufflepuff.
A long time ago, I took it and it came out Ravenclaw, but I'd have to take it.
I feel like he would be a
You're
Hufflepuff.
not a Ravenclaw. I love you.
No.
You're not an idiot, but you don't prize learning above all.
I feel like he might be a Hufflepuff.
I think he's a Hufflepuff.
I think he's a Hufflepuff.
But we need our potatoes.
We do.
Classifying me as a
What do you
dingus.
think I am?
You already bragged
If
about being in the same house as my wife.
If I didn't, what would you think I
No, you're ambitious. I see it.
Are you making me take this house?
was? I am. Sit.
Let's do it out loud.
Okay. Sorting.
We will sort the boy.
Sort the boy.
We'll be inclusive. We'll
That's
love
fine.
him even if he's a Hufflepuff. You're not a Gryffindor, I don't think. Maybe? Maybe?
No, I feel like he's definitely a Hufflepuff. He's probably a Hufflepuff. He might be a Slytherin, but I feel like he's probably a Hufflepuff. 97, right? Yeah.
See, I don't know.
Is it a
He does
questionnaire
display enough loyalty. He could be. I mean, even Neville was a Gryffindor.
Is that right?
Comparing it to a jackass.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Okay, and then pick one. I have to make him into account.
Okay. Well, I mean, you don't have to do the Pottermore sorting. Actually, what I really need to do is I do need to get back onto Pottermore because I want to see where I sort in Ilvermorny.
I'm a...
I don't know anything about the Ilvermorny houses. I feel like I sorted into Puckwudgie on some quiz, but I really don't understand them enough.
The only thing I'm a nerd about is a game called Dark Souls.
You are a nerd about Dark Souls.
You know nothing about that, so...
I haven't heard you rant about Dark Souls. Just because I'm not a nerd about Dark Souls doesn't mean I can't recognize one.
I could go on for fucking hours.
No, because if you start that, I will summon Ysera to WoW lore at you. WoW lore.
She will kick this door and be like, holy fuck!
Let me tell you about Sylvanas!
My blanket's so wet.
What?
My blanket's so wet.
I'm sorry, you can keep my blanket for another night. But you need to explain to your son. Come in, your son is being sorted into his house.
Yes.
He doesn't know his Harry Potter house.
That's his problem.
We were just talking about you.
Mean.
I noticed.
We need you to WoW lore at him.
I was right outside the door.
It was beautiful.
Did you get...
It was beautiful.
Fucking devil.
She's not the devil.
I know she's not the devil. I said, speak of the devil. That's it.
He's not around.
So.
So, I had friends in college who went to CMU. And one of them, his middle name was Devlin. And everybody called him Devil. So, because it was cute. So, the joke was, for one, he looked like Jesus. And for two, it was just, the joke was, so, speak of the devil, hey, wait, has anybody seen Jesse? And no matter what happened, if you said speak of the devil, Jesse would walk around the corner.
Creepy.
It was just this weird knack he had.
I'm going to do off my phone. You just have to do that, and then I'll refresh.
Let Delaney...
Don't answer a bunch of questions.
We're going to ask you a bunch of questions.
That's why I said we're doing it off my phone. I just have to... Yep, you can get off that now.
I let the dog out.
Yeah.
She's staring at the door.
Release the puppy.
Release the hound.
Go on.
Hold on.
You don't have to hold it, just open it. So she has the freedom to come and go.
Okay.
She's
Join
nervy.
your Hogwarts house. And then we can discover his Patronus.
My Patronus is a ball of yarn.
Begin the experience.
Oh, God.
Dawn or dusk? What would you like to be known to history?
Speak up.
How would you like to be known to history?
Not you, him.
Oh. The wise, the good, the great, the bold.
The bold.
Keep going.
Which of the following do you find most difficult to deal with? Hunger, cold, loneliness, boredom,
Boredom.
being ignored.
Boredom.
You and two friends need to cross a bridge guarded by a river troll who insists on fighting one of you before he will let all of you pass. Do you attempt to confuse the troll into letting all three of you pass without fighting? Suggest drawing lots to decide which of you will fight? Suggest that all three of you should fight without telling the troll? Volunteer to fight.
She wanted to leave.
Persuade the troll.
And I just got a message. Let me tell you about Verisa.
If you were attending Hogwarts,
Open the door and come in.
which pet would you choose to take with you? A tabby, cat, Siamese cat, ginger cat, black cat, white cat, tawny owl, screech owl, brown owl, snowy owl, barn owl, common toad, natterjack toad, dragon toad, harlequin toad, three-toed tree toad.
The snow owl.
Can I have a three-toed tree frog?
You said snowy owl, right?
Yes, you did.
4 boxes are placed before you. Which would you try and open? The small tortoise shell box embellished with gold, inside which some small creature seems to be squeaking. The gleaming jet black box with a silver lock and key, marked with a mysterious rune that you know to be the mark of Merlin. The ornate golden casket, standing on clawed feet, whose inscription warns that both secret knowledge and unbearable temptation lie within. The small pewter box, unassuming and plain, with a scratched message upon it that opens "I open only for the worthy."
I open only for the worthy.
I want Merlin's box.
That was my second option, but
Which of the following would you most like to study? Centaurs, goblins, merpeople, ghosts, vampires, werewolves, trolls.
werewolves.
Left or right?
I did tell you that was a possibility.
You're a Gryffindor.
Your son is a Gryffindor. How the hell did that happen?
No one's fucking surprised that this jackass is a Gryffindor.
She is.
It was either Gryffindor or Hufflepuff, and I was leaning more towards Hufflepuff.
No, he's a Gryffindor. He doesn't know how to show up on time for anything to save his life. He will be late to his own funeral.
You are a Slytherin, but
It's not mean when it's the truth.
I threatened to disown him if he doesn't read the Harry Potter books.
How have you never read Harry Potter? You're like prime territory for the Harry Potter generation.
He just saw the movies.
No, you're like
I was a hard kid.
the generation that would have been expected to read Harry Potter as a summer project going into like 5th grade.
I took a class my second semester of college that was ethics and morals of Harry fucking Potter. We watched the movies in class.
That sounds beautiful.
I read
We have
like Stephen
Potter
King, James Patterson novels.
at the university that I went to.
James Patterson is not that horrific. He writes murder mysteries.
I I read murder mysteries and
Stephen
King's
King
It.
isn't really that scary either.
Oh, he was when he was still an alcoholic. He stopped drinking and his writing got meh. But his old stuff was actually pretty fucking scary.
We have Potter Fest at Edinburgh University every year. And, like, the entire town of Edinburgh...
Don't you have a Quidditch team up there?
Yes! I was on the Quidditch team! I was...
So it's confirmed. Gryffindor.
So why is it Edinburgh and not written Edinburgh and pronounced Edinburgh?
Because the town is named Edinburgh. But it's in. I don't know. We do have a giant...
Because it's anglicized.
Because we do have a giant map of Scotland in the center of campus. Like, the center, like...
Because
here's
it's
the housing.
anglicized.
The housing area, there's a giant fountain that's shaped like Scotland, and it's marked.
Because the word was originally Berg.
Yes, I know.
But the Scots are weird, and they're like, screw the English, we're going to pronounce it Burra.
I'm Scottish. I'm an 8th Scot.
Clan Hunter. Royal huntsman to the
Blair.
Scottish kings and queens.
Blair. Of the Blair Castle.
Yeah, I'm Irish.
So am I. I'm English, Irish, German, Scottish, and Italian.
Hi, I'm a clusterfuck.
Same. And I think we're Native American.
French, German, English, and Irish. On my mother's side.
I'm English, Irish, and German on my dad's side. I know I'm Italian on my grandmother on my mom's side, but we don't know what she is.
My
So-
father's adopted, so.
My mother's side of the family, German Irish. Like, literally 50-50 on both sides of my mother's side of the family. My dad's side of the family, Scottish, probably Welsh, English, French, Belgian, and Austrian.
Oh, and I'm Swede. No, Swiss.
I was going to say, you totally look Swedish. You're tall,
I'm
you're
Swiss.
blonde, you're very fair.
I know, trust me.
You're the exact opposite.
I know, trust me. I'm short and not white.
And then let's see. Clan
You're
Hunter,
built like a Sicilian. I hate to tell you this.
Clan Hunter and
I
Clan
know.
McCabe both have Viking
Huh?
heritage. So,
You tell me that all the time.
Tell you what.
She's built like a Sicilian woman.
And I cook like a German.
so then beat him like the Sicilian woman you are.
No. That's not what Sicilian women do. They poison their husband's coffee every morning and give him the antidote with dinner. So if he doesn't come home,
He's fucked.
I mean, it could be
She's
worse.
gonna
You
put
could be
She's gonna put arsenic in my
Arsenic
coffee.
would kill you.
that's too fast.
Yeah. it has
unless
to
you
be
put it in the wallpaper.
Don't lick the wallpaper.
Why
Don't
would
put
you
it in the
lick
butt plug
wallpaper?
either.
Oh, what?
Okay, you
An
know
arsenic
what?
butt plug?
I'm gonna let this go because this is gonna turn into things that I can't stream.
An arsenic butt plug.